Hi everyone, my name is Anastasiya and I'm currently an undergraduate student at London School of Economics. This video is mainly designed for offer holders who are about to start their journey at LSE, but I'm sure it will be useful for all of you guys. So I'm here today to talk about how do you prepare yourself and how do you prepare actually for studying at LSE, and I really wish I have watched something like this before starting my journey as well. So I'm going to talk about some practical things about academic prep and some tips from my own experience. So I think the first important thing that I have to highlight is that university is very different from school or college, and it doesn't matter which school or college you went to. The biggest shift will be independent learning. Don't stress too much yet because we're all here to learn, but I think important things for all of us for now is to focus on learning how to learn. Everything that you have learned throughout your life, every strategy how to prepare for your exams, and everything will be useful here. In university, lectures give you the structure, and the actual learning happens outside of them. I think that you just have to be prepared to actually learn and discover new stuff, and you have to be passionate about that. But if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you are. Okay, let's go further. When you have received your offer from LSE, you will receive different emails, and in one of them you should find the offer guides. Looking something like that. Trust me, this is really the thing that you have to read from the first page to the last. It has so much important information and answers so many frequently asked questions. And here one tip from my own experience: get a planner or just open notes on your phone. You will receive too much important information in emails, in different guides, in different messages, and I was personally just a little bit stressed and nervous. I was looking at all of these emails, all of different dates of different events, and looking at lots of different things that you have to do before you arrive. So then I just created a checklist for myself. I was opening each email and writing out all the stuff that I need to do, all the key dates, all the key things I have to complete before my arrival, and all the stuff before actually even doing my exams. So don't get stressed, just note it all down. The next important thing that you will hear about is Offer Holder Day. This is a wonderful day to welcome all offer holders on campus actually. It's actually designed for you to have a feel of everything and to see everything with your own eyes. To see the campus, to walk around, to see how everything works, to feel the study vibe. It's really a great day that I suggest you to attend because you have to feel how university actually fits you. But if you can't be there in person, it's not a problem at all because LSE has virtual offer holder days. The actual dates and key information about that you can find in offer guides that you will receive, I'm sure, or maybe you have already. The next important thing that I think everyone is curious about is fees and funding. If you're a home student, it's always great to consider taking a loan from Student Finance England. I'm sure that colleges in the UK usually encourage you to do that, and they usually provide you with more information and dates with the deadline of applying for that. So it's really important to think about your fees in advance. And I'm sure that everyone thinks that London is very expensive, but trust me, it's manageable. Firstly, as a student, you get lots of student discounts in almost everything. Food, restaurants, shops, clothing, cosmetics, even on some travel websites. So a great thing to do, it will be to download Student Beans or Unidays app, or better, both of them, and always check what they have on offer. Another really important thing to do about your fees and funding is to research scholarship. LSE offers a huge variety of scholarship, bursaries and support schemes, and it's really easy to find out more about them. Simply search LSE Scholarship and you will reach this website, which has a section about all scholarships and how to apply to them. I personally applied in late April. More information on how to apply can be found on the website, but generally speaking, you will have to complete just one form. And with this form, you will be considered to all available scholarships and bursaries at LSE. So when thinking about fees and funding, research about help that LSE offers to you. The next really important section is accommodation. And I really know how stressful it can get, because I started looking for accommodation in August. Please don't repeat my mistakes and do that earlier. All LSE accommodations are situated in wonderful locations, and it's a great chance to live in central London, and of course to meet many new friends. You will read about all of that in offer guide as well, I'm sure. There are two types of halls from LSE, the LSE halls and intercollegiate halls. Intercollegiate halls are the ones where people from different universities from the University of London can live. And I suggest you to start researching about accommodation in early spring, like March, April, Halls get booked really fast, trust me. So I think the first thing that you have to decide is either you want to live in halls or rent privately. And if you, for example, decide to live in halls, you can simply type LSE Accommodation and you will find lots of useful information. And if you decide to rent privately, LSE has information about that as well. If you are an overseas student, I think it's also important for you to consider getting a UK phone number and UK bank account. But these things can be done a little bit later, but don't delay. And I think that one of the really important bits is the mental prep. Remember that you don't need to have everything figured out right now, and it's okay to ask for help, especially including the fact that at LSE you can get advice from professionals almost in everything. And in your offer guides you will also find some key contacts, key emails, and where to look for help in all different situations. And in the end of this video, I just want to share with you 3 things that I think you have to learn before coming here. First one is time management. It's not only about dedicating time to your studies and dedicating time to socialize, it's about your whole life. My best suggestion is to really get a planner. I tried the huge variety of the time management apps, but writing on the paper is the best thing. I just personally would suggest you to read some articles or books about time management because I think it's really important in our lives, and try to embed it in your life right now. Thing number 2, budgeting. This is maybe your first or maybe your second step into actual adult life, and now so many things will be about money. Your accommodation, your fees, what you eat, where you go, and basically all your life in London. So going a little bit back to section about finance and funding, I really suggest you to think about this in advance and to learn how to manage your money effectively. I mean, of course, if I could, I would spend all my money on souvenirs from London, but it's not very practical, guys. And the third thing is just from my heart, honestly, cooking. In London, you will have so many different options, so many, like even too much different options where to eat your lunch, where to eat your dinner, where to have breakfast, where to take coffee. And both on campus and around campus, you will find so many nice cafes and so many nice places to eat. And it's always good to go there between your seminars and lectures, and I personally do too that every time. But remember that to study well, we need to feel well. And we feel well when we eat well. So you may not take that too serious, but trust me, cooking for yourself is really important. And cooking your traditional dishes to people from different countries is so cool. So I hope, guys, that you find this video useful and that you were taking notes while listening to me. Remember that if you are watching this video as an offer holder, that means a lot. Don't be stressed and worried too much. Remember that help is always available at LSE. And I wish you best of luck. You all have got this. So see you guys soon.